Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm doing a video that's been going around YouTube for the last few weeks or so. I've seen so many people do it and it is the baby names that I love but won't be using video. Now I don't know if this is a tag video or not, but it's just been this general video that's been going around a lot lately. I'm pretty sure it's not a tag. But anyway, so I have 5 girls' names and 5 boys' names that I love but won't be using if I have children. So I know that at this point in my life I don't want children, I do not want to have them right now, but you never know, in the future I might change my mind, but as for right now I do not want kids, but yeah, I never know, that could change. Also, I've already tried to film this video, but I was using a different camera and it was out of focus the whole time, and it also stopped filming halfway through filming. So hopefully this is in focus and hopefully this looks good and it doesn't stop filming. So anyway, so on with the video. So the first name I have is TALLULAH. I've always really liked this name. It's such a pretty name, and the reason why I wouldn't use it is because I feel like you need to be a super exotic, from an exotic place. It just wouldn't sound good if you were Australian. I feel like you need to be somewhere from Spain or somewhere from that part of the world, but I just feel like it wouldn't really just fit an Australian girl, a little Australian child. I just feel like it wouldn't suit it, and it also wouldn't really suit my last name. If I were to keep my last name if I got married, I feel like Tallulah Upton, that just wouldn't sound okay. It would sound weird. And also the next name that I've chosen is another name that wouldn't sound good with my last name, and that name is Delta. Obviously I have that from one of my favorite singers, Delta Goodrem. Again, it just would not sound good with my last name, Delta Upton. That just sounds weird. So yeah, I feel like you need to have a good unique last name to have these first 2 names. It just doesn't sound nice. Tallulah Upton or Delta Upton, that just sounds a bit odd. So but yeah, if I married someone with a exotic last name, then maybe it could work, and yeah, I just don't think it just sounds good with my last name. It just sounds a bit strange. Alright, the next name is SASHA, and I've never known anyone called SASHA except an actress from Pretty Little Liars who plays Alison De Laurentiis in Pretty Little Liars. SASHA, I never know how to say her last name. It's SASHA Pietis. I never know how to say her last name, but if you watch Pretty Little Liars, you know who I mean. I wouldn't choose this name because I feel like it'd be really hard to choose a middle name with the name Sasha. What would I choose for a middle name? Sasha something. I wouldn't know what to choose. It's such an uncommon name that I wouldn't know what to choose for their middle name. And I really like middle names, and so my middle name is Louise. So I feel like if I had put my middle name with that middle name, Sasha Louise, that sounds okay, but I wouldn't want to have my child's middle name be my middle name as well. But I don't know, I guess Sasha is such an uncommon name, you wouldn't know what to put as the middle name. But yeah, that's my main reason why I wouldn't choose that name, because I wouldn't know what to have for their middle name. And the next name is Daisy. I've loved this name. Every time I play The Sims, and if I have a little girl, if my sim has a girl, I name it Daisy. I just think it's so cute, and I love, for the middle name for it, I love Daisy May. I just think that is super cute. Again, it is just such an un-Australian name. I don't know if you can have a definite, I don't know if there are any names that are Australian, but that are, it's also such an uncommon name as well. I feel like it's more of it would suit more of a girl who was from England, an English name. I feel like it's more of an English name than an Australian name. If you have a little girl with an English accent and she was called Daisy, that would just sound so much more cuter than an Australian girl with the name Daisy, if that makes any sense, but you know what I mean. It just doesn't sound good with the Australian accent, and it just sounds so much cuter with an English accent, so that's why I wouldn't choose that name. Alright, so the last name for girls is Charlotte, and the main reason why I wouldn't use this is because I have a 2-year-old cousin named Charlotte, and I also don't like the way that Charlotte is shortened, like Lottie. I don't like that. So hopefully my cousin, someone doesn't start calling her Lottie, because I just don't like that at all. But those are the two main reasons why I wouldn't choose the name Charlotte, because I have a 2-year-old cousin named Charlotte, and I just don't like the way it's like shortened, which is Lottie. So those are my 5 girls' names. So my 5 boys' names, it was so much harder to do boys' names than girls' names. The first name is Hudson, and now the main reason why I wouldn't choose this is because my sister's boyfriend is named Hudson. So if they are still together by the time I have children, that would be weird if I named my baby Hudson and my sister's boyfriend is named Hudson. That would just be odd. So that's only the main reason why I wouldn't choose that name, but I've always liked it. So the next name for a boy is Noah. I think it's so cute. I think it's a really cute name. And again, with a name like Daisy, I mean Sasha, like I wouldn't know what to have the middle name as for Noah, and it also just wouldn't sound good with my last name. Like, so many names don't sound good with my last name. My last name is Upton, and like so many, it just doesn't sound nice. Like I sometimes really don't like my last name, and I'm glad that my name sounds good with it, but if I were to have like a different name, it just wouldn't go well. Like a lot of these names don't go well with my last name, so yeah, that's probably like my main reason why I don't want to choose any of these names, because they just don't sound good with my last name. So yeah, that's my main reason. And the next name is Elijah. And the reason why I wouldn't choose Elijah is because I don't like how it's shortened, and that is Eli. I just don't like the way Eli sounds. I just don't like that. I would just always want to name my son Elijah, not Eli. And I feel like a lot of people would shorten it to Eli. I don't like that. It just sounds weird. And the second last name is Mason. I think Mason is such a cute name. And again with Elijah, I don't like how people short Mason to Mace. I just don't like that. I think it's just a bit bleh. I would just want to call my son Mason, not Mace. But I don't know, I just don't like it. And the same with Jason, when people say Jace, I don't like that either. It just sounds a bit yuck. I don't know why. That's just what I think. So yeah, again, I just don't like the way that it's shortened. Alright, then my last name is, for a boy, is Ezra, and I obviously only found out about this name through the show Pretty Little Liars. I'd never heard anyone else called Ezra before that show. I think it's such a cool and unique name for a little boy, but I feel like if you were to name your son Ezra, I feel like it would, like, your son would get like kind of made fun of a little bit, because it's such a unique name, and people would be like, ooh, Ezra, why would you name your child that? Like, I just feel like that would be like the main reason why I wouldn't choose it. And also, again, because it wouldn't go with my last name, like Ezra Upton, that just doesn't sound nice. So, and of course in the show Pretty Little Liars, he's Ezra Fitzgerald, and that sounds really nice, but Ezra Upton doesn't. So yeah, that's the reason why I wouldn't choose that name, is because I feel like people would like kind of make fun of it, because it's just such a unique name, and people like aren't really called Ezra these days. And yeah, so that's the main reason why I wouldn't choose that name. So I have a lot of the same reasons as to why I wouldn't choose these names, but they are my main reasons as to why I wouldn't choose these, because my last name, it just doesn't sound good with a lot of names. So if I were to keep my name, if I got married, my last name, I wouldn't name any of my children these names, because it just don't sound good with it. But anyway, so that is all the names that I have. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you like any of these names, or if you don't like any of these names. Do you have any names for your children that you have, or yeah, let me know. So let me know in the comments below. Sorry I kind of like rushed through it. I didn't want it to be like a super long video, but I did kind of rush through it because I've already tried to film this video. So I hate like filming videos again, so sorry if I seemed a little bit rushed. But anyway, I'm gonna go, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Right, bye guys.